Hi, welcome to my first ever spoken world digital audio files about the Towards a Sustainable World. This podcast talks about the concept of sustainable development, global food security, and global citizenship. By the way, I'm Demil Dan Breton, student in STI Pasay EDSA, taking a Bachelor of Science in Accounting Information System. And today, I will share some important details in my subject, which is the contemporary world, so make sure you listen all the way through. So today's first topic is sustainable development. Sustainable development refers to the use of natural and non-renewable resources in a way that it meets the human requirements while also preserving them at the same time so that it can also meet the demands of the future generation. The primary objective of sustainable development is to bring stability in our economic, social, and environmental requirements, which further leads to prosperity and availability of resources for present and upcoming generation. This is the great way to conserve our natural resources by slowly changing our attitude towards the use and development of technologies. Obviously, we must use the resources to meet the basic needs of life such as food, energy, water, and employment. However, every resource must be used in a sustainable manner so that in the future it will not lead to the extinction of living beings. Meron tayong apat na principal ways of sustainable development. Kasama na dito ang environmental protection, a stable economic development, preservation of natural resources, and social development and evolution. Lahat tayo nabubuhay dito sa planetang ito ay may karapatan na mag-enjoy sa mga resources and mabuhay ng mapayapa sa maayos na kapaligiran. Dahil dito, kailangan natin mag-focus sa environmental issue at tulungan itong mabawasan in order to live a healthy and happier life on this earth. So, what can we assume now? Firstly, the issue of sustainability will expand to all fields of economic life and merge with stability. Second, we are moving towards a new economic model. It will be still a market economy, but there are few symptoms suggesting that a totally new alternative have any chances to become practical. And lastly is the corrected goals and measure of development. Having very focus on the growth of production is not sustainable, although still informing well about the state of the economy. However, it will be supplemented with long-term development factors like social coherence, energy coherence, and environmental coherence. It is a matter of time when this integrated approach to growth and development becomes reality. So next is the global food security. Food security is a measure of the availability of food and individual's ability to access it. Sa pagkakaalam ko, ang global food security ay nag-emerge as one of the most significant issue ngayong 21st century. This is not to say that economic access to food is not important, pero kasi ang main cause ng kagutuman at malnourishment is kahirapan at kakulangan ng pera sa pagbili ng pagkain. The production and consumption of food are viewed largely as an economic activity rather than one also supporting a number of other social and environmental functions. Unfortunately, we are allowed for the widespread continuation of business as usual with respect to agricultural and food-related policies that have been in the past proven. Among the other things, it is largely inadequate in reducing hunger and malnourishment amongst the world poorest and marginalized that cause widespread environmental degradation and losses in diversity. Food sovereignty in particular highlights the ways in which the prevailing approach to food security has served to dishearten those who sit at the heart of food system around the world, which is para sa akin yung mga small and marginalized farmers. It emphasizes the need for the democratization of national agricultural policies, including empowering rural communities with the right to decide what to grow and how. The core ideas propagated by food sovereignty as well as other approaches that highlights the need to view food as a social necessity and a legal right have much to offer policymakers in their efforts to meet existing and looming threats to food system worldwide and the global challenge of food security. And for the last topic is the global citizenship. So first, let's set the stage. The world is becoming more global and interconnected every day. From multinational corporation, climate change, and social political movements, humanity fate is increasing intertwined. Meron dalawang kinds ang global citizen. Isa na dito ang individual. Sila yung global citizen na nagsishare ng set of values and responsibility. At ang isa naman ay ang corporation. Sila yung mga global citizen na nagfo-focus on globalization and seem to have left global citizenship behind. So masasabi ko, I am focused on being a role model for individuals, helping corporation become better global citizen and highlighting the importance of voices of global citizen everywhere. Global citizenship is all about the shared human experience. Dito yung na-acknowledge na kung saan ka nakatira, kung saan ka man nabubuhay, we are together. Our well-being and success are ultimately interdependent. Kailangan nating matuto from one another than to fear about our future. And also, global citizenship is all about shared values and shared responsibility. It understands that local events are significantly shaped and affected by global and remote events and vice versa. Sila ang champion when it comes to fundamental human rights above any national law or identity. And also, sa social contracts na ginagawa nila para ma-preserve ang elements of equality among all people. So in the end, global citizenship is not a one-size-fits-all concept, nor it is a solution. But it is an extremely powerful tool in our 21st century toolbox for building a more sustainable, resilient, and compassionate world. So lahat tayo may karapatan. Lahat tayo may rason kung bakit narito tayo sa mundong ito. And all of us can play an important part in this beautiful planet. So this is the end of my podcast. And thank you for listening and I hope you learned. Also, I would like to thank my teacher, Sir Theodore, for teaching us this lesson. Thank you po. So don't forget that sustainable development, global food industry, and global citizenship has played an important part in our life. Once again, thank you and stay safe.